It's time. Sunbelt Conference Baseball on ESPN as we welcome you onto the campus. The University of Southern Mississippi, a gorgeous Hattiesburg. And inside Pete Taylor Park that sits just off 4th Street as the Georgia State Panthers in town to take on the nationally ranked Southern Miss Golden Eagles. It's game 2 of this 3-game Sunbelt Conference set. Golden Eagles winners last night, 8-1 in game 1. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth. I'm Jason Baker alongside my color analyst Cliff Russell. And Cliff, the ball game really lived up to what we thought. It was just the Golden Eagles heavy on it last night with the gas pedal hitting homers out of this place early.
Yeah, they broke out into a home run derby here last night. Jason, 5 home runs, a season high for the Eagles, and they got it started early right there with Nick Monaster staying hot.
Boy, that's his 5th home run in 3 ball games for Nick Monaster. Hot maybe doesn't even describe it well. And then it was Dre Barrett hitting a towering shot.
Yeah, freshman gets the pitch up right there. I said it last night. I felt like they made Cole Roberts pay for every mistake he made.
See the energy, and then maybe a developing story for this ball club as well is here in the 5th. Ben Higdon going Oppo Taco. He's got that ability, hasn't shown it much this season, but he did last night.
Yeah, and right there you see J.B. Middleton. His one mistake, his one slip up last night. Other than that one pitch, he was phenomenal.
Yeah, that was Michael McGinnis, their leadoff hitter. This was the 5th homer of the night for the Golden Eagles. That was the catcher, Tucker Stockman, leaving the yard. You mentioned J.B. Middleton and how good he was. Cliff, 12 strikeouts to 1 walk, kind of good.
I think he's probably the best we've seen him all season, Jason. And I heard Coach Oz say it last night. He got stronger as the game went on.
Mr. Middleton has been making his name across the Sun Belt Conference, but 2 freshmen today on the bump. We'll talk more about the pitching matchup. It's a rundown of the Panthers' batting order when we return to Pete Taylor Park. Georgia State Panthers batting order. It begins at the top. Literally, Michael McGinnis hit the solo home run, made Middleton pay for that one pitch.
Yeah, he did, but that was all the top of that lineup did last night, Jason. Those 1 through 3 guys, just a combined 1 for 11, that one being the home run.
Yeah, Kylan Heineck's been the guy that has settled in that 3-hole. Speaking of settling in, how about this freshman, Graydon Harris, native out of Greenville Springs, Louisiana. In his 8th start, he's been really good, Cliff.
He has been, and really better than I realized, I think, Jason. You look at his numbers, and you see it right there on your screen. He's allowed 2 or fewer earned runs in all 8 of his appearances this season.
And you look at the defense for the Golden Eagles. It's Dre Barrett back at that hot corner. Davis Gillespie out in left. Cook Pato across that outfield. Lawson Odom is tonight's catcher. And here we go. Before the game, it was the respect of this lineup. He said it was either going to be Allen or Payne. Here's a hot shot over to Dre Barrett, who will get it over to Matthew Russo in.
That offense is real.
Caleb Freeman grounds the ball out to short. Pratt, a long throw in time. Half a step to get Caleb. Colin Heineck, ground ball right to Ozzie Pratt. They'll try him again. This one right on target. 1, 2, 3. Go the Panthers. 5 pitches for Graydon Harris. That'll work in the top half of 1. We'll introduce you to the 1-2. Fastball. Cook will put a barrel on it. Freeman runs over. Soft toss to first. In time, Wills McGinnis picked that. All speed. Right at Caleb Freeman, who was positioned beautifully on the scouting report of Nick Monaster. But Hembry chooses. He goes fastball, up and away. 3-1, there's you see sort of the fastball. 2-0 fastball. This is hit off the handle. Right out in the right field to John Beverly, the right fielder. He'll make the catch. That's it for the 2-out walk rally for the Golden Eagles. No score after 1. This is back up the middle and through. A base knock for Georgia State. 2-2. Ground ball right to Pratt. He'll shovel it to Monaster. He'll try to make the turn to throw off the turf. Not in time. Donahoe beats it out over at first base. 88 clip defensively for Matthew Russo at first base.
You could throw that ball at you and I 100 times, and that ball's getting by us 100 times. I promise you.
Fastball missed just in. 2-2, ground ball. That's Dre Barrett, the third baseman, positioned out in shallow right field. He'll get it over to Matthew Russo. That's it for the Panthers in the top of 2. At 16 feet, we still haven't found the baseball. That one rides high for a walk, and Dre full count. This pitch to Gillespie. Punched out as Davis Gillespie says Luke Hamilton. And Gillespie 2-2. And long back-to-back strikeouts. Hembry goes fastball here. He'll strike out the side. The Golden Eagles will strand another runner. That's it for 2 innings of play tonight in Hattiesburg. No score. Now calling pitches for the Golden Eagles. Kind of about the feel of that pitch, the fastball. 2-2 pitch from Graydon Harris. Ground ball right at Dre Beard. It's up to Monaster, who lost it in the sun. Everyone will be safe. You could see at the last moment it got in Monaster's glove. So 2 aboard. This through the 6 hole. Gillespie's charging. They're going to wave Carter Bailey on. Strong throw from Gillespie, but Bailey will beat it. And the Georgia State Panthers are up a run.
Right on cue, Mike McGinnis, the top of this lineup, Jason, gets his opportunity. One of the few they've had so far on the weekend, and he takes advantage of it. Yeah, I think that's important for this offense. A night last night where you just got dominated from J.B. Middleton. Come out early, find some momentum here quick. See if you can scratch.
And 2 strikes.
What are we doing, Blue?
Caleb Freeman was not ready, according to and Colin Heineck has lifted one out in the left. Davis Gillespie on the warning track will make the catch. Everyone necessarily overly aggressive to do it. Wills McGinnis going to slap this out into right field. Carson Pato's throw will come into third. Another run will score, and John Beverly on the RBI single from Wills McGinnis. The McGinnis family responsible for both runs for Georgia State. And it's kind of a dynamite Jacob Cruz. This ball lifted out in the right field. Carson Pato's drifting back up against the wall. Makes the catch. And that's it for the top of 3, but not before Georgia State got a couple of runs. 1-1, hit by pitch. Jake Cook going to wear. Hembry, a couple of looks, he'll fire. This skips away from Colin Heineck. 2-2 quick pitch. Monaster on his knee. Going to golf this one out of here like a Rory McIlroy drive down. 18. 463 off the barrel of Nick Monaster. He went down and got that one. And we are tied. Have yourself a week. Have yourself a couple of weeks, Nick Monaster. That's a homer in 4 straight ball games. The last to do it. 2 guys who knew how to hit long balls. Slade Wilkes. These guys at the center field, it's allowed out. Folks at the Pete were wanting that one. A game to me that you can sit here and study and analyze, try to predict. He goes fastball high. 1-1. Urban goes down, lifts it to left center field. There to make the catch is Michael McGinnis, but not before. Jake Cook wore one. Wild pitch up the second, bit it off. It going 6, 7, and 8 in the order. Ground ball to Ozzie Pratt to begin this inning. Wide throw, Russo's pulled off the bat. Modern baseball is just not even funny. Ground ball here through the 4-hole out to Carson Pato. Milford will go first to third. The Panthers digs in. Braden Harris delivers. This is lifted right center field. Long run for Pato and Cook, and it'll bounce off the turf over the wall. It's a ground rule double that'll produce an RBI.
No, it's a double.
And the Panthers regain the lead 3-2 here in the top of 4.
That ball gets up a little bit on Braden Harris. So you can see where Carson Pato's playing, kind of shifted over a little bit, just unable to get that ball in the gap.
Jay Williams moves over. Hawk enters this ball game, the sophomore from Chanhassen, Minnesota, the right-hander making his 18th appearance of the season. He's been really good out of this pen for the Golden Eagles.
He has been. He's shown signs of brilliance at times, Jason, and certainly one of those guys that Christian Ostrander trusts in these positions here.
Who had walked previously. That was the fielder's choice. Ground ball to Ozzie Pratt. He's got it. His throw over. Half a step in time. And Josh Ock is going to hit. First, here's the pitch to Caleb Freeman. It runs off the plate. Odom lost it. McGinnis is going to take second base. As the baseball kind of drops, sometimes for those catchers it's really difficult as it drops just down below him. 2-2 fastball. Freeman rips this. Fair ball inside the line. McGinnis is around all the way from second base. Caleb Freeman will stand up at second with a 2 RBI double. He's the leader in that category in the Sun Belt Conference, and he snuck that one just inside Ville State and then against Coastal Carolina in 2 ball games. Colin Heineck's going to wear one inside. Hit off the handle. Dre Barrett will throw it up to second base in time on the force out of Colin Heineck. Josh Hawk going away here with the heater. 3 pitches, down goes Donahoe, but not before the Panthers cash in for 4 on 3 hits. An error made in the inning. Bottom of 4, and Southern Miss is coming to bat. Fastball, Barrett goes up and lifts it out into center field. Underneath it is Cooper Milford. Jake Henry to the plate, gets the fastball by Gillespie. Do they change it up? 3-2 pitch. It's a fastball high. Odom will take the walk. Player Ozzie Pratt was at BYU. Ground ball. Caleb Freeman gets it, steps on the bag for the force out of Lawson Odom, and that's it for the Golden Eagle 2-out rally. 6-2 Georgia State after 4 at Pete Taylor. This rides inside to Cooper Milford. Fastball misses off the plate. Onto this mound, the junior out of Sumrall, Mississippi, 5'11", 188 pounds. This is the usual Game 2 starter, but he's working out of the pen this weekend, making his 12th appearance of the season. Cliff, Christian Ostrander really needs one of these relievers to extend this at the moment.
He absolutely does, and this is a position we've seen crossively through his career. He's been a guy who's done most of the damage out of the bullpen, but you said it's been a Saturday starter to start this season off. Had some really good starts, really productive starts for this pitching staff. But the last couple weeks, it's been out of the pen that Christian Ostrander's called on him.
I believe you'll see one here. And this gets away from Lawson Odom. The pitch from Cross Sibley, that was just a fastball down and in. Everyone will move up a station. That puts runners from first and second down to second and third. And Cross simply 1-2 fastball. Down goes Beverly. Swings
there from Cross Sibley.
Boy, and he's got more to go as he's got Michael McGinnis at the plate, who has just tattooed this baseball over the head of our cameraman in center field and out of here. 108 miles off the bat, 412 feet later, a 3-run home run for Michael McGinnis. And that was a curveball that broke right into the heart of the plate. McGinnis sat back, waited on it, and drove it out of here. Caleb Freeman's the batter. Curveball induces a ground ball. Dre Barrett went to pick it up as it come out of his glove on the 1-1 from Sibley. This is touched out in the right field. Back is Pato up against the wall, and it's gone for the Panthers. Colin Heineck retakes the lead for this ball club for the Panthers. A 2-run home run. It's 11-2 now. Panther lead on top by. High chopper over to Ozzie Pratt, who will end the inning, but not before the Panthers get 5 runs on 2 hits, 2 long balls. That's how they like them. And eye levels, and maybe there's some intent to it, because then he's going to spot it up like that, right to the, in like an emergency moment down in, it's now Keesler Federal Park, to the plate. Slurve again, down goes the 6th full count of the night for Henry. And he gets Carson Pato right underneath the fastball. Ties a career high for Jake Hembry. 8th strikeout of the night. That's it for the Golden Eagles. After 5, it's Georgia State 11, Southern Miss 2. 1-2, back up the middle. Monastery trying to get to it. Can't. It's a single for Jesse Donahoe. All Panther. Sibley from the stretch. This goes wide of Lawson Odom back to the backstop. Jesse Donahoe on the wild pitch up to second base. Dots?
Nah, not really.
Fair ball. That's inside the line, down the left field line. Long run for Gillespie. Scoring from second is Donahoe. It's a double for Cooper Milford. It's a 12-2 ball game for Armistead into this ball game. The junior out of Mooreville, Mississippi, the right-hander, making just his 2nd appearance of the season. Here in the top of the 6th inning, hasn't pitched for the Golden Eagles since March the 14th in an appearance against Old Dominion, where he went an inning of work of no-hit baseball, didn't give up any runs, 1 walk. And he'll enter a ball game down 10. And inherits the runner in Cooper Milford, who just drove in a run for the Panthers on that RBI double down the left field line. Odom sets up outside. This is lifted out into shallow right center field. Nick Monastery will go back. 3-1 slider goes off the plate. The 2-2 from Armistead. Two-seamer that fools Ben. Right 3 call. I am here for, man. It is emphatic. Ozzie Pratt will step on the second base bag for the force out of Carter Bailey coming from first to second base, but not before Georgia State tacked on another. They lead by 10 for Georgia State, and it's a good one. It's the setup man, Tyson Benford in. 1-0 win-loss record on the season, 3 saves, 32 innings pitched, 30 hits across that span, just 14 earned runs. He has struck out 22. He has given up just 12 walks. They've got a combination at the back end of this pen that's been really good at closing ball games, and he's a key piece to it.
Yeah, he is. And if you're Southern Miss and you need something to kind of hang your hat on tonight, it's, certainly – these guys are going to one of their premier arms out of the pen here in a 10-run lead. Little surprised that
Georgia State to get back home and celebrate the Easter holiday. Joey Urban lifts one up, foul ground. Wills McGinnis make 2-2. This is sharply hit but gobbled up by Carter Bailey. His throws in time. Down goes Dre Bear. The 1-2 from Tyson Benford. Ben Higdon lifts it out into center field. Under it is Cooper Milford. He'll make the catch. We'll press forward. On to the 7th inning in Hattiesburg at Pete Taylor Park. 12-2, Georgia. Richardson, a new pitcher in for the Golden Eagles. The freshman out of Ellisville, Mississippi. 6'5" right-hander getting an opportunity late in the ball game, and to kind of go to the conversation we were just having about Tyson Benford. What you want to see here for the black and gold is command, presence on that mound, right? Don't pay attention to the scoreboard. At this point, there's nothing you can do about it, and that's sort of what Tyson Benford kind of displayed in the top half of this inning.
Yeah, he did. And look, if you're Cole Richardson, just your 3rd appearance on the season, the true freshman from just down the road at South Jones High School, Jason, it's an opportunity. You got to make it tough on Coach Eyes and show him you can compete out there even in a 10-run game.
Feel good even maybe when you didn't feel like you could, and look at Cole Richardson come in. Richardson fires here, a fastball that induces a ground ball off the barrel of Colin Heineck. Ozzie Bratt gets it across. Pitching staff trying to put a 0 on the board for the first time since the second. Wills McGinnis is. Donahoe cues it over to Dre Barrett over at 3rd. He'll scoop it up across to Russo. That's it for the Panthers. Just a runner hit by a pitch. But that's it. Bottom of 7. Golden Eagles got a score.
Another solid outing.
Tyson Benford gets a ground ball off the bat of Lawson. Odom back up the middle. He's put down for the first out. 2-2. Pratt goes down swinging. Colin Heineck will get it over to first. A strikeout for Tyson Benford, his first of this release. And all heaters pretty much from him. The 0-2 fastball here, ground ball. Caleb Freeman's got it. His throw to first in time, and that's it for the ball game. Georgia State run rules the Golden Eagles in 7 innings, 12-2. A one-hit performance by this Georgia State pitching staff. The combo of Jake Hembry and Tyson Benford and Cliff Russell. Georgia State came here and it forced a rubber match. They showed up this afternoon, timely hitting, and gave them a big lead.
Yeah, that they did, my friend. And baseball's a funny game, right? Southern Miss comes out, punches this Panther club in the mouth last night. Come back out today, they get punched. Now, like you said, sets it up for an interesting Saturday. Excuse me, I almost said Sunday, but an interesting Game 3 tomorrow.
It'll be the rubber match right here. 1 o'clock first pitch on the ESPN Plus for Cliff Russell. For our statistician, Marty Wyndham. The Golden Eagles won Game 1 8-1. Game 2 to the credit of the Georgia State Panthers 12-2. I'm Jason Baker on behalf of Lee Field and his entire uber-talented production and camera team. We thank you for being a part of this one. Tune in tomorrow afternoon from Pete Taylor Park. You've been watching Sun Belt Conference Baseball on ESPN.